All right, let's begin with the Haryana developments. First, a law and order situation emerging as tension prevails in Panchkula, where heavy police deployment is present. Several Sarpanches of Haryana have been protesting at the Chandigarh-Panchkula border for the last 4 days against e-tendering, and it was blocked due to the protest. The High Court intervened into the matter and directed the cops to clear the blockade after residents of Panchkula filed petition. Let's go to Amandeep. He's joining us live from the protest site, I believe. Amandeep, what's the fuss about? If e-tendering has started at the panchayat level, that obviously brings transparency. Who has problem and why they have problem with this? And how long they have been protesting? And what has been done to make sure the protests do not obstruct the life of the common man and the women there in Panchkula, Chandigarh?
Well, Abhishek, absolutely. From past 4 days, Panchkula-Chandigarh border has been blocked by these protesters. And in fact, if my camera person can show you the visuals, this is the protesting site where the protesters have been protesting from past 4 days and even pressing their demand to withdraw the e-tendering to Haryana government. But government has made it very clear, especially Chief Minister, that they are not going to take a step back on the e-tendering. And even today, Abhishek, residents of the Panchkula have filed a petition before Punjab and Haryana High Court to clear the road, just because normal people are facing so much problem for traveling from Panchkula to Chandigarh, just because it is everyday affair for them. Every single person is going up and down to Chandigarh, Panchkula, but due to this blockade, they have to face a lot of problem. And in fact, you can see the visuals. They have placed the tent from past 4 days. They are staying here over the night. But today, Punjab and Haryana High Court has directed Panchkula police to clear this blockade by 10 p.m. and file a report by Monday that how the blockade has been cleared. And in fact, following that order, Panchkula police has heavily deployed here, and in fact the action will begin very soon, Abhishek, just because the protesters has made it very clear they are not going to vacate this site. They will continue their protest, and even certain alerts have been given by Panchkula police and the administration as well. And even they have also handed over the orders of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, making them understand that now Punjab and Haryana High Court has asked them to vacate this road. It is the responsibility of the police and the administration to clear the road. But no, they are not going a step back. They are still protesting. They made it very clear that they are not going to vacate this place. They are not going to lift their protest. The protest will be continued the way it was from past 4 days. And even now, on one side of the road, the protest site, and in fact on the other side of the road, the police heavily deployed and lined up and all set to take the action, just because certain announcements has been made by the DCP Panchkula and the administration officials of the Panchkula, and after that they have deployed the entire police force, water cannons, tear gas shells here, just because by 10 p.m. they have to make it very the blockade has to be clear, and they have to file the report before Punjab and Haryana High Court. The residents are facing basically problems, so that is the reason they went to the High Court. They approached the High Court, and immediately, even on Saturday, Abhishek, High Court has listed the petition and the hearing went on, and after that they have passed the order to clear this blockade. You can see this is the main stage of the protesting site. It is something that is mini Singhu border protest site, and even these Sarpanches are from the different parts of the Haryana, and in fact staying here, camping here from past 4 days. But today they have to vacate it, and even the High Court's order supposed to be complied by the Panchkula police. Yes, Abhishek, yes.
Amandeep, it seems fairly well organized with all the arrangements of the tent and everything. Have you spoken to the protesters? Do they understand that the High Court has instructed and the police arrangement has been done because the High Court wants this to happen? And if they know that the High Court has instructed that this blockade be removed, are they going to cooperate with the law and order machinery?
Well, Abhishek, these protesters has made it very clear. Just because DCP and the administrative officials of Panchkula had delivered the order to the protesters, and in fact they have spoken them to the multiple times that kindly vacate this protest now, vacate this road, just because Punjab and Haryana High Court has passed the order to clear this blockade. But they are very much adamant. They are very much adamant, and they wanted to continue their protest, and they wanted to continue their camping here in the middle of the road. And in fact, the police is all set to take action. Talks after talks are being held between the police as well as the protesters, and you can see they are still trying to make them understand. SSP himself has reached at the spot, and in fact they are also asking the media to kindly get aside beyond the barricades, just because once if the talks will be negotiated and if this protest will be peacefully called off, only then the media would be allowed to go on this side. But it seems to be like that now police is gathering, and even the protesters are also calling their protesters who have been spread among the other sides. They are asking them to gather at one site, and you can see now the media, they are asking media to kindly vacate this place, just because any time from now the action can be started here, Abhishek. And from past 4 days, this space is being occupied. This border has been blocked by the protesters pressing their demand to withdraw the e-tendering. Now SSP, DCP, everybody is on the spot, SDM is on the spot, and in fact on one side protesters, on the other side police. The police is heavily deployed here with all gears to deal with them. They have made certain announcements to these protesters to kindly vacate the place according to the order of the High Court. We will try to speak to the DCP also, who is actually dealing with the situation. Sir. Yes, Abhishek.
You're doing the right thing, Amandeep. If you can speak to the police and then to the protesters and give us a sense of what's the mood really on the ground. Are they in a confrontationist mood, or are they going to cooperate both the sides?
Well, absolutely. We will try to approach to the protesters also, Abhishek. Even the protesters are continuously camping here, and we will try to speak to them, just because we are not allowed to go that side of the road, and we will try to speak to them from this side only, that how it's going to be managed. अभी आप एक बात करेंगे 1 मिनट, 1 सेकंड के लिए. अभी
कोई बात नहीं करेगा, हमें हमारी कमेटी फैसला करेगी भाई. हमारे ये जोड़े हाथ भाई ना, हमारी कमेटी बताओ जो बताओगी. हमारा भाई को
So there is a committee, Abhishek, that has been constituted by these protesters, and now they are having the discussions among them, and they will decide that either this here the meeting is happening between the committee, and in fact they will decide that either to call off this protest peacefully or to confront the police. So final decision will be taken by this committee, and the decision of the committee is being delivered to the police also. And from here I can show you the visuals. That how the police has been deployed, and they have also fallen one line at the protesting site and trying to put pressure on the protesters as well. On the other side, in that tent, the protesters are holding their meetings, internal meetings, to decide what to do for this and how to comply the order of Punjab and Haryana High Court. Abhishek, situation is very much tense. Situation is actually very tense. Anytime action to be happen here, and even the police is continuously trying to negotiate the talks. Earlier they have held twice discussions with the committee as well, and trying to make them understand that this is the order of the High Court, and even police is responsible to comply this order, and they have to file the report by Monday that the road blockade has been cleared. And even again the DCP and the SDM is again coming here. The administration officials, you can see they again coming to hold the talks with the committee, to the protesters, and in fact to take the final decision, just because they have also handed over the order of the High Court to them that kindly vacate this. They have sounded the alert that this road should not be remain blocked anymore. And even by 10 p.m. is the deadline, Abhishek, that has been given by the Punjab and Haryana High Court. That was specifically mentioned in the order of the High Court. And even by 10 p.m, they have to clear this blockade and to file the report by Monday. Yes, Abhishek.
All right, I believe the situation is tense until a decision is taken by the protesters' committee. Amandeep, I believe you will have to keep a close watch on the developments there at the Chandigarh-Panchkula border. We'll come back to you if at all the situation becomes a law and order one. Thank you so much. On that note, we move on.